Hey guys, Taylor Knapp here, water treatment specialist and project manager for Capital Well. I'm here to talk to you a little bit more about what we actually do here when you bring in your free water test. So basically when you come in, you've already probably come in and grabbed one of these sample bottles and now you brought it into us. You can either drop it off and we can email you the results later and give you a call, or you can wait right here and we can talk about it on the spot. So a few things that we're going to test for today is pH, iron, and hardness, and also TDS. So let's get started. The first one here, let's see, I should probably do it over here, is pH. We want your pH level to be between 6.5 and 8.5. 7.5 is considered to be perfectly neutral, and anything below 6.5 is considered to be corrosive. So if you have any blue-green staining in your toilets or sinks or anything like that, you might have a low pH. This is even more common in dug wells than any other type of well because you're getting a lot of surface water. So we're gonna put in 6 drops of this. Kind of shake it around in here, and this looks like it's perfect. We have a little bit of a scale here. I don't know if you can see it, but basically we're at 8.5. If you want to see it on the camera there. Perfect. The next thing we're going to test for here is hardness. The New Hampshire state average for hardness is around 6 grains per gallon. So the way that we test this is we pour this small little vial in here, fill it up here. We're gonna do 3 drops of this, shake it around, 3 drops of this, and however many drops of this solution it takes for it to turn bright blue is how many grains per gallon of hardness is in this water. If you have soft water or hard water and you go to a hotel or you go to a friend's house and take a shower, you probably will notice a difference in your skin or your hair. It might feel really soft after, or it might feel really dry and kind of like it's drying your hair and your skin out a little bit. So let's see, 1, 2, almost there, 3. So we have 3 grains per gallon of hardness in this water. So not too bad. I would consider that pretty soft. So far this water is pretty good. The last thing that we're going to test for in this beaker is the iron. Iron can be a little bit tricky, and it will oftentimes kind of look like rust in a toilet or a sink. A lot of people will call me saying that they have like rust in their toilet and they can't seem to get it out. That will oftentimes be iron. There's a couple different types of iron, so we always want to test it on site to be sure that what we're dealing with isn't anything too severe. The EPA recommends not having any more than 0.3 milligrams per liter of iron in your water. From safety perspective of consumption and with staining and things like that. So we'll start with this and let it sit out for a little bit and see if it turns. While we're waiting, let's check the TDS. The TDS stands for total dissolved solids. Sometimes this can show, if it's pretty high, sometimes this can be a sign of road salts in your well. It's really, that obviously that time of year where the trucks are going by and salting and sanding. Sometimes that can actually, that runoff from the road, if you live on a main road, can actually contaminate your well, unfortunately. Obviously things are melting. We want the trucks to be salting and sanding, but it has to go somewhere. So sometimes it does go into people's well. So that's definitely something that you want to check for if you're close to a main road. It's chlorides. So the TDS here is pretty good. If anything's over kind of 300 or 400, it will raise a red flag, and this is only 108, so we're in awesome shape here. So far the water's pretty good. So let's go back to the iron now that this has had some time to kind of sit out. Here's my little wheel for that. It can be kind of hard to see sometimes, but I would say we're almost at like 0.5 for iron, which again isn't too bad. So if we look at this here, pretty clear. So that's what we test for the free mineral testing. A lot of times this can tell us a lot. It can give us a pretty good start of what to do if there's an issue going on. It will tell us, you know, if you have hard water, it'll explain a lot of the water spots, or if you have high iron, it'll explain a lot of the staining that you might be experiencing, or even sometimes some odors or smells that you might have. So definitely come in and grab your sample and bring it on in, and we'd be more than happy to tell you what's in your water.